And
Legally blonde.
good evening, everyone.
Sorry.
Sleekly blonde. That's good. I love it. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Kindred Lists right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful, and really trying his hardest to hold it together right now. It's been a wild week, but hey, we're here and we're excited to be playing this game to entertain all of you tonight. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us. If you can support us and subscribe to our channel, that'd be great. Also, don't forget to visit our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe there. It's absolutely free and it definitely helps us out. And you can access all of our previous content and check out all of our previous episodes of this stream and all of our other streams right there in one nice, neat, organized place. So make sure you go visit that YouTube channel. We want to thank some of our sponsors and supporters tonight. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS. We also want to thank Little Dragon Corp and our good friends over at Cardboard Castle Games for partnering up with us and helping us and supporting us. If you type in exclamation point Little Dragon in the chat, you get a quick link to Little Dragon Corp's website and storefront to purchase some RPG gear and use that coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order. If you type in exclamation point I was getting too fast there. CCG, you can go visit Cardboard Castle's website and order some cool stuff from them too, and tell them we sent you. So make sure you do that at some point, or wait till the break and you can check them out then. And we'll, yeah, they got some really cool stuff. So make sure you check them out. Last time we had some interesting events occur as they decided that Molfin was going to try to make a deal with this this Tao, this genie, this earth elemental-esque genie that's been trapped inside this necklace that Ashlyn's father had been carrying with him. Diana was able to successfully revive Ashlyn's mom, Kaylessa, I believe is how you pronounce it, and restored that family together. Even though they were unable to restore the memories, it seems that the family is trying their best to come together and make the best of what they've got. Vix and Callista went to try to find the missing Nothic for Diana after you guys took some time to relax in a lagoon of invisible water. That just sounds weird. Lagoon of invisible water. So, go back and watch a previous episode, you understand what I mean. And you guys had found the Nothic to be not quite the Nothic that you remembered. And that's kind of where we left off as you guys just approached. Is there anything else that I need to add to a recap that happened? There was a lot of RP moments going on in that last session, so it was a lot of you guys kind of coming to terms with Ashlyn trying to regroup with her family, Molfin devising plans while avoiding Callista's glaring eyes around every corner.
Attempting and failing epically.
Oh, yeah. So the story is told. It looks like we've got a lot of things coming in through chat right now. What do we got? We got a luck.
Now we have a luck point.
A luck point.
And a player inspiration, both going to Callista.
Both going to Callista. Callista cashing in with some support from the chat tonight. Thank you, chat. We appreciate you. So, Vix and Callista, you are slowly approaching this figure that seems to be draped over a fallen tree. What do you do?
I guess I'd do a medicine check. Medicine or Arcana to figure out what's going on here.
You could do either or, sure.
Well, let's do medicine first just to see if he's alive.
Sure. You got it. Vix, is there anything you
I will inspire you.
Ooh, look at this. How are you going to inspire?
With all the shadows that are around,
Mm.
I can do a shadow puppet show.
Is there anything in specific that your shadow puppets are doing to inspire?
Running in a circle around the guy that's unconscious.
Okay. So,
24.
somehow this isn't distracting to you. It's inspiring. Is these little shadow
It's very
puppets run
cute.
around?
Unfortunately, I have to call Derek out again as the game master has been given inspiration as well.
Oh, thank you so
This
much,
guy.
Derek.
Derek.
I appreciate that. I will keep that in my pocket. I appreciate that.
Oops.
Derek, MG was just giving you that look. All right. So, what did you say you rolled on that medicine check?
24.
24. Did you do the did you use the inspiration?
Oh, I didn't add. What is your inspiration? Is it a D10 now?
It's a D12.
Oh,
D12,
goodness
baby.
gracious. High level D&D, folks.
Heck yeah.
Jeez.
+4, so 28.
28. Okay. So Callista goes and starts to inspect, and you immediately see that this is a body of an elf. You can see the pointed ears. The strange thing about this elf is that the hair of this elf is silverish gray. In many areas, the hair is very thin. It looks like it looks Crypt Keeper-esque in the way the hair is. Like, there's a lot of missing parts, and it's dangling down there because they're just draped over this tree trunk, kind of. And
Yeah.
you're kind of inspecting, and they're just wearing, like, it looks like they took tattered robes or something and turned it into kind of like a loincloth. That's all that's on this elven individual. You can see, like, their skin is almost like wrapped around their rib cage. Like, it looks very like a malnourished individual who hasn't eaten a lot. Like, you can see all the bones kind of in his body. His legs are very skinny and frail, and
That is awesome.
very light and pale in skin tone as well. And this is odd, because elves don't usually, like, typically show age. Like, they do a little bit, but it's not like... Elves can live for a very long time, so it's hard to tell with age on this one. But this one definitely looks like a very, very old individual. And with that
This is a really far stretch, but can I look at his eyes to see if one of them is maybe Vecna's eye?
You'll have to, like, get down and, like, physically touch and move his head, because he's, like,
Yeah.
face down. And Callista, with your looking through, you can see he's not breathing.
Oh, he's dead.
And he's
not breathing.
He's not breathing, and he's very cold.
Can I tell
WWMD.
Can I tell how long ago he stopped breathing?
Um,
I'm assuming more than a minute if he's cold.
he's cold. You're not 100% sure. It's very, like, you've never had this situation come up before. You've never seen an elf this old.
Yeah.
But we did say that the arms were the same as the arms I saw.
Yes. So
Okay.
you know this does match the description of the arms that you saw from the Nothic when it was transforming. Yes. Did you want to look at his eye, or are you getting down there and turning his
Yeah,
head
I'm
or
getting
something?
down there and looking at his eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So
Come here, big guy. I'm just gonna.
you turning his head a little bit to look at his eye.
Yeah.
It's kind of stiff at first, and it's very cold, and the hair that's hanging down is really, it just feels very stringy and thin. And you start turning his head a little bit, and as you start to see his face, like, his mouth is open, and his nose is almost, like, tilted up to be almost like a skeletal nose, just a little bit, like there's not a whole lot of flesh there. and it's kind of like sticking up like that. I don't want to show the internet up my nose too much because somebody's gonna clip that, and then I'm gonna be stuck with it the rest of my daggone life. But anyway, but anyway, you start to see that, and you also notice that his mouth is just like hanging open a little bit, and inside are no teeth. But his eyes are closed as you're kind of moving around. It's kind of like one of those things where they're closed and you can only see like a little bit of whites underneath. So you're going to open his eye. You open his eye. It's completely white.
I'll open the other eye.
Open the other eye. Completely white. You guys, this would be obvious to both of you. He's got scarring all over his body.
What type of scarring?
Make an investigation check for me. You're exploring.
I promise he wasn't dead like a couple hours ago.
Oh, dang it. Somebody clipped Michael's nose.
You
Shouldn't have
said
Shouldn't have said anything.
You
Thanks.
manifested it, Michael.
I did. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just hit. I should have hit it. Here's what it looks like. Censored myself.
12? Yeah, 12.
12.
Hmm.
You're unsure. It looks like you know how there's some cultures that will physically like tattoo and scar themselves with all kinds of symbols all over their bodies? This is reminiscent to that.
Do they look like runic, like arcana in nature, these symbols?
With a 12 investigation, you're not 100% sure, but you can make an arcana
Okay.
check if you'd like. You're not sure if it's language, if it's just aesthetic.
I'm much better at arcana than investigation, so I will try.
Sure. And if there's anything, Vix, if there's anything during this whole thing that you wanted to do, just, chime in and let me know, too, while she's going
10
about
plus
it.
8. 18.
18. Some of them do look runic, but not in like a way that would be like when you see Molfin like doing like his runes for spells and things of that nature. He has a specific kind of equation that he puts these spells into place, into these runic symbols into place. This doesn't look like that. It just looks like an occasional runic symbol somewhere. But one thing you do see is you think it might be more of a language in most places. What languages does Callista know, just by chance?
Draconic, Druidic, Elvish, Infernal, Undercommon.
Okay, it doesn't seem as if you understand any of these markings.
Okay.
That are scarred on this individual.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Will you protect me if anything goes wrong?
Yes, I'll protect you, but what are you doing that could go wrong?
I'm thinking maybe the orb with the fire was keeping him alive. Keeping him warm. I don't know.
Alright, try.
I'll snap and I'll summon the ball.
Okay.
And I'll
Bright.
I'll like
Bright and shining up the place now.
I'll touch the ball to the guy's like back.
Okay. You touch the ball to the back. It like kind of indents his flesh just a little bit in that spot. You hold it there for a few moments. You look at Callista, back down at the individual. Nothing seems to happen.
Well, I guess it's mine now.
Immediately goes back to darkness.
Was there any like reaction to the scarring when he brought the light out over it?
It just made it easier to see because of the
Okay.
because it is nighttime now, and it's, I mean, you guys do have dark vision and things, but it's still kind of grays.
Yeah.
So it made it a little bit easier to see the scarring and how and with your medicine check plus that light that you already rolled, you can see that these are rough scarrings. Like, it looks like he did these himself.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. If it was
Prison
something-
tattoos, yeah.
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 Like you're surprised, like, he was able to get the detail in even some of the places on his back, like hard to reach places, he was still able to get to.
Reach and flexibility.
There you go.
Reach and flexibility. All right. Well, I had planned to have him alive to fly himself back, but that's not gonna work. Well, I suppose I just bury him here. We go back.
You talking to Vix on that one?
Mm-hmm.
Vix seems to
What
be...
Yeah, I mean, I think I would like to bring him back, but you know, we
How
have no way of doing that. Yeah, it's not possible.
is it possible?
No.
Let me double check what I have.
Vix, what languages do you know?
Common, draconic, and undercommon.
Okay.
Hey,
So you don't really understand any of the language that's written on this guy either.
what I could do is
Take a rubbing on his back.
I was just gonna say I can try and either copy the writing somehow.
Okay.
Get a box with a hole and some silver and some light, and
Hang on, let me look at what I got.
You guys invented so much in this campaign already. Might as well take on photography too. Why not? You know. Spearheading technology for the realms.
Yeah, I'll take out a scroll that I have.
A dead body is not a creature anymore, right?
It is not a creature anymore. It is a
It is a body.
it is a thing.
object?
It is a corpse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like anything that I could do that's creature based, and I'm like, he's dead. He has to be alive to do.
You have a bag of holding?
Bag of holding. Bag of holding. Sorry. A little something stuck in my throat.
Oh, I do have bag of holding, don't I?
Oh, you do? That just makes this so much easier. Just throw him in.
Yeah, I'll put him in the bag of holding. That seems easier.
Okay.
I'll help you, but I'm not strong.
I'm not strong either, but it's fine.
So Callista prepares the bag, opens it up, and then proceeds to dump the body headfirst into the bag.
Perfect.
It fits a lot easier than any of the other bodies that you try to stuff in here, because this is a frail old man body. It's like, you know, it just
Yeah.
goes right into the bag. Piece of cake. You're afraid as you're like touching him, you're afraid to squeeze too hard that you might break bones or something. Like, it's extremely frail.
What do you think? Do you think we should bring him back to life?
I mean, we could, but we should just get him back to the group first and figure out what to do from there.
All
Diana
right.
will likely bring him back, knowing
Okay.
her.
I mean, technically, he is her Gothic, so
Yeah, she's gonna feel responsible.
Put him in a box in a backyard.
Sorry, dear, we couldn't find him. All right, let's go back. I'm gonna concentrate and turn back into a cloud.
Okay. Vix, you following suit?
yes.
All right. Vix and Callista turn back into clouds and begin their trek back to Celis. Rejoin their party. What were the rest of you doing or planning on doing while they were gone. I cannot remember from last session if you guys were just resting or if you guys
It
actually
was
had a
right
plan.
before bed. I went to her privately.
Oh, so they've been asleep. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
The only thing Molfin would have done would have been to attune to the necklace before passing out.
okay, you can do so. You'll have to drop attunement on one of your other items that you
Yeah, on the only one I can, the crystal.
crystal. You got it. Yeah. The rest it's impossible, right? All
I
right.
could drop attunement, but that's sort of.
All
If
right.
I notice Molfin's light on, I would like to ask him a question.
Okay, you have a knock at your door, Molfin.
Yes.
I've got a question I want to ask you, but I don't want to be rude to my dad.
Okay.
But it's not to you either. It's just a general question. But I don't think anyone else would know the answer.
I don't see how asking me a question would be rude to your father, but how can I help?
I read about this thing called the quarantation. And I think it means I would be a princess. Does that mean I'm a princess, Uncle Molfin?
Molfin is very. You can actively see like Molfin is looking down, like.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, just rather taken aback
Never-
by your question.
See, it was rude, wasn't it?
No, not rude, just not. I suppose, in the technical sense, the female offspring of royalty is considered to be a princess.
But they weren't royalty when I
But they are now.
was.
If they have accepted you as their daughter, then I suppose that would technically make you a princess.
I mean, that's cool.
But it may be wisest to let your parents broach the subject.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
My pleasure. Get some rest. As Molfin's going to sort of hold up the necklace a little bit. Tomorrow morning will be rather interesting.
That's what I'm afraid of. Alright. Thank you. Good night. I'll go to my bed.
All right.
Good night, princess.
All right. Any other shenanigans from that group before? Okay. So we will have Callista and Vix. You guys do safely return to Celis after making that trek. I don't know if you wanted to do anything in the evening or if you guys wanted to go and rest up and then have any conversations in the morning. It's totally up to you guys.
What time of night is it?
They went to sleep. It took probably about 2 hours to get to where you guys were going and 2 hours back. Plus,
Yeah.
like probably about 30 minutes of you guys just around that body, like inspecting things. So it's been probably 4 to 5 hours. So
I'll let everybody sleep and wait till the morning.
okay. Vix, same plan for you.
So, yes, I would try to sleep if I can, but it's pretty late now.
Yeah, it's pretty late. I'll say if you guys like, I think they'll probably be up for a few hours, before you guys come to. But you could always get up at the same time, and you just wouldn't receive the same benefits that they receive.
I'm gonna try to sleep the whole
Whole
thing,
thing, okay.
unless somebody wakes me up.
All right, you got it. So the group that got their rest wakes up bright and early in the morning. You guys are not greeted by Callista and Vix, but the rest of you are up and about. And what would you guys like to do?
What time? What? How early is this?
Say like 8 a.m.
After Molfin's done his little rituals and casted his stones and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's an interesting set.
Uh-oh. 2021.
Molfin will, just sort of look around for the first person he sees and just, who would I run into first as I'm starting to move around?
I would say Lachlan.
Look over like, oh, good morning, Lachlan. I'm heading outside to prepare for. Then sort of hold up the necklace.
Oh.
As the others come to, bring them out and I would assume everyone would want to be present, but perhaps not. I'm not quite certain, but
We get to watch? Yes.
if you'd like to. If not,
Oh,
I can understand if people don't want to be present for it.
I'm gonna go round everybody up.
Am I around? Do I see them doing this?
Oh, I can hear you now, Zos.
Hi.
Zos?
Am I awake?
Cut the clothes here.
No, I am awake.
And there, I'm gonna bring
Do
you.
I see this happen?
Let me bring your volume up just a little bit.
Oh, sorry. It's headphones instead of the good mic.
It's okay. It's
You actually sound less crackly on the
Yeah,
headphones.
it's
What the hell?
it's not It's not as crackly. You can definitely tell a
The
difference.
volume's really low.
Yeah, the quality's lower,
Hmm.
but there's no crackle.
Ah.
But I got your volume up, so we can hear you coming through.
Do I see them?
Oh yeah,
Like,
you'd be.
if we're all awake
Yeah,
now.
you're all awake now. You guys are, taking care of your morning routines, whatever those morning routines would be. I don't. I think Diana, you told me before that your morning routines were kind of get up, pray a little bit, get yourself ready for
Yeah.
the day. So yeah, you would
Yeah.
notice this stuff, and Ashlyn too. You guys would all be getting ready and kind of grouping up, talking about a plan.
I would like to join them to the thing with the necklace.
Okay.
That is my only note.
Okay.
I'll silently join them.
So it seems that Diana's taken special interest as you hold the necklace out, Molfin.
Joining along in our little endeavor, are we?
Yes, I would like to, especially since I have the spells to contain that thing if it gets out of hand.
It will
Probably a
not
good
get out of
idea.
hand. We have an accord, me and this creature. It grants my wish, I hand it the necklace, and it goes home.
I am so suspicious of this creature, but
Yes, me too.
Possibly go
it's
wrong.
it's for your safety, Molfin.
It's not trapped in with him, or no, he's a whatever.
Or when you pluck out your own eyeball, or not much.
As I've already said before, I will have aid for that.
I don't think that makes it better.
For when you rip out your eye.
First, this thing must perform its duty.
I don't like you having all these zombie parts on you.
I don't have all these zombie parts. It's merely one hand.
It's like the ship of Theseus. I'm wise. I might know this. It's like the ship of Theseus.
When does he stop being Molfin? Oh gosh. Oh.
How many bones are in a gnome's body?
Should we save all your old... So, like the problem, should we save all your old parts to build a new part? A new Molfin?
A better Molfin?
Considering our druid made me throw away my hand.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll get you a wooden one. But everything else, do you want?
Well, at least the hand is living and off, having its best life somewhere.
Yeah,
Your hand was animated, and that is not natural.
that is not very natural.
I wanted a pet.
I'm waiting until Molfin starts receiving postcards from his hand, like
Yes.
like just
I
like a
love
hand
that
from
hand
Pikachu.
so much.
Pablo.
I want that hand to return.
photographs
Yes.
of it like chilling at the the top of the highest mountain of Faerun, and then there's one like where he's on a beach in some Moonshay island,
I can.
I want
Holding
the
a
hand to come
martini
back
glass.
yeah,
so
holding
bad.
a martini. Yeah, it's...
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word. Man, Molfin's gonna look around. Callista's not here at the moment. I'm not sure if that makes this the perfect time to do it, or if she'll try to eviscerate me.
We should wait for her.
Probably
I'm
look.
going outside.
Doing.
Then Molfin's starting to take off outside.
Oh,
I want
boy.
to poke. I want to poke Molfin in the eye.
Gonna poke Molfin in the
Not to
eye.
harm him. Yeah, just jab him on the eye and be like,
Okay, that's
"You really want that?"
It's still gonna hurt.
It's a little love tap.
I just imagine,
Yeah.
every time somebody accidentally poked me in the eye or something, that hurts.
Like, I just want to be like, "You like that? Cause that's what you're gonna do."
Make a dexterity based attack for me. Let's see if you hit him in the
Okay.
eye. Because he said he was quickly running away from you, so this is kind of like a quick side jab to the eye,
16 plus dexterity
Oh,
is
Jesus.
5, so 21.
21.
Yep.
Oh, Molfin, you get plucked in the
Well.
eye.
Molfin sort of stumbles over.
See, you like that? You're gonna start doing that to all your body parts, and
If you're going to poke my eye out, at least wait until I have the other one first.
Dylan.
Does it matter which one you do?
Then Molfin's going to start heading outside and find a nice little area a little way away from the that we found an area when we sort of flew in and landed
Yeah.
the first time.
Mhm.
That was just a little ways away from the front end, just a little way out of sight.
Yeah.
So Molfin's going to head right back over there
Okay.
to where the snakes originally landed.
You got it. You do so. As Molfin makes his way out there, Diana, you said you were going with Molfin, following closely behind.
Indeed, I am.
Okay,
I would like to carefully monitor this
You
situation.
got it. You got it. Anything else that you would like to do in this process, or I didn't know if there was anything in particular other than just keep a watch on him.
I think I'll just keep an eye on him. I'll have a little clipboard and like a pen, and I'll like make notes to report back to Callista on.
Okay, you got it. Sure.
It's like the hall monitor in like 5th grade.
Yeah, Molfin, as you're walking around, you keep casting glances back over your shoulder and see that your wonderful cleric is now put on the role that Callista was, doing yesterday when she was keeping close eye on you. But now she's got parchment paper out and a quill. She's carefully jotting down everything that you are doing. You can't see what she's writing, but she's clearly writing about you because she's looking at you and then looking down and writing, then looking back up, right at you, and then looking back down and writing.
Wonderful.
In actuality, what Diana is writing is just Diana Zolarin over and over again in fancy font.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, Molfin doesn't know that though.
Molfin, yeah.
Molfin doesn't know that though. She keeps on glaring at Molfin.
Molfin's picturing the worst. So are you going to wait until Callista and Vix are present, Molfin, before anything takes place?
What would Molfin do?
Yeah, I don't think Molfin would. Molfin's
Wait,
yeah.
okay.
Molfin is looking around, not seeing anything. With Diana right there, yeah, Molfin's just gonna. Actually, Lachlan said he wanted to be there. Do I see Lachlan around, or did he stay inside with Ashlyn?
I'd be trailing
What did
along,
Ashlyn
I
want
think.
to?
I came out, but if you're gonna search it, I'd go get Callista.
If you see him starting to get things ready for a ritual, would you
Yes,
run up and
yes.
wake up Callista? Okay.
Yep.
Team Tall is a bunch of snitches.
Yup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So,
OG team.
Luckily, there is no ritual though.
oh, is it just a spell?
True.
Oh yeah, you just kind of like.
It's just a
yeah.
conversation.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
as you're kind of going out there and getting ready, and Diana's taking these notes, and Lachlan's getting ready. You see Ashlyn kind of start to get the idea of what's happening, and rushes back inside, and it probably
We
take
have
her a few
well,
moments
probably
to
about
get to
30
Callista's room, and
30 seconds and maybe a minute before she's found Callista. Suppose Molfin's just gonna reach down and grab hold of it.
Okay.
Wakey, wakey. Time to conclude our business.
Okay. You sit there for a moment. Some time passes.
Bloody hell. Do you really need me to say I want to make a wish in order for you to come out of this bloody thing?
And as you said the word wish, you all of a sudden see the gem begin to start to glow, and that same happening occurs again with the cloud of orange smoke that seems to swirl in this strange vortex around you, and then in front of you appears that same Dao genie, female in form but kind of hovering with this dust cloud just below her robes, and she looks towards you, and well, I think it's time that we I think you're ready to conclude our deal.
Yes, my apologies for the delay. I apparently needed more blessings from these people than I care to admit. But I have a dealing upon your completion of it. And Molfin will sort of pat his necklace where he's wearing his chest where he's wearing the necklace. This will be yours, and you are free to return home.
That is splendid. I look forward to that moment. And
So Molfin will sort of,
and the necklace will be in my possession once the wish has been granted. As we
correct, as it has. Once the wish is completed,
yes.
this becomes yours.
Yes.
I will remove it from my neck and return it to you,
Wonderful.
so that none may capture you once more.
Wonderful. So, what is my master's bidding? What is it?
So then Molfin's gonna go down.
What is the wish that is to be granted?
Molfin's gonna go down and pull out a single drinking glass.
Okay.
And just sort of hold it within both hands.
You can ask a bartender for that.
I wish for you to recover solely the magical artifact, the Eye of Vecna, from wherever it rests or whoever has it, without causing harm or discomfort to my allies. Bring it alone into my presence at this same spot, and place it within this glass that I am holding before 1 minute passes.
That's incredible.
As Diana says that under her breath, and you guys all kind of hear it, the Dao looks at you and says, "Wow. My master, your wish is granted." She holds up her hand like this, snaps her finger, and kind of vanishes in this puff of dusty red, sand cloud almost. And there's a pause. Dramatic pause. And we do a quick scene wipe as Ashlyn gets to the bedroom of Callista.
Hey, Callista, you awake? Be awake. Come on. Chop
What?
chop.
What? What's going on?
Molfin's doing the thing. I thought you wanted to be there for the thing.
Yes, I just like throw back my blankets and get up.
Okay. Callista jumps out of bed.
Okay, meet you outside.
Okay.
And I'm off.
Yeah, okay. So, Callista, you just running right behind.
I turn into an air elemental because I can't keep up with Ashlyn, but if I'm an air elemental, I can.
Okay.
So...
Awesome. Awesome. Vix, do me a favor. I would like you to make a perception check with disadvantage because you're technically asleep.
That's a 2 and a 4, so that comes out to 8.
An 8. Okay. Yeah, you're
Or no, 6.
6, even worse.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha. So you are still comfortably sleeping, having some sweet dreams, as this air elemental rushes by your room, making these loud, wispy wind noises through the hallway. As Callista makes her way following Ashlyn. It's right as Ashlyn and Callista... Oh, go ahead, Molfin.
What Diana and Lachlan would probably see during this, sort of pregnant pause that's going on outside, Molfin's hands are visibly shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Holding that glass in his hand, just...
Can I say something?
Sure.
Molfin, I feel like we forgot to mention in the wish that no untoward consequences would affect you. Like forgetting your child or something.
Uh-oh.
Food for thought.
Gramps, who am I?
Molfin, what's your full name?
Molfin's
Doesn't remember, he's
old. Whisper to the green. But as they say, tis a day late and a gold piece short.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you,
Oh, well.
Gramps.
They're so helpful in this moment.
Yeah.
We will tell the world your legend.
And it's about the time that Ashlyn and Callista quickly emerge from the front gates of the castle here in Tesselis and make their way around to the side where this is all taking place. That in a puff of red dust cloud, the familiar shape and form of the Tao Genie appears in the space where it immediately left from. And it pops into the scene. She's got her hammer resting, her giant maul made of pure stone resting on her shoulder. She's got her right fist clenched. She begins to slowly glide towards Molfin, the shaking glass in his hands. She sort of bends down towards Molfin to get a better look right into the eyes of the old gnome wizard. You can see there's no irises or pupils in these eyes. They're just this orange glow. She glares towards you. The stern, rock-solid stern shape of her face looking towards you. She starts to slowly hold up her fist like this. She holds it above the glass and looks you right in the eye, Molfin. Says, "Your wish is granted." And lets go of what she's holding in her hand. And plopping into the glass you're holding is this yellow orb that falls into the glass with a organic thud. And you watch as it shifts a little bit, and then you can see as it looks right at you. Pupil in the center, an eye staring back at you in the glass.
Molfin immediately hand over the top. And then again, shaking the entire way, immediately puts it inside the robe. Reaches up behind and starts taking the necklace off.
Okay. The genie just takes the hand that was open, just slowly shifts it to more of a open palm, and just awaits.
Molfin holds it out and sets it in their hand.
Rests in her hand. She looks back at you. Thank you. Thank you for buying my freedom.
Thank you.
Least I could do. She slowly wraps her hand around this gemstone. Seems to take it and slide it into somewhere in her robes. Now, if you excuse me, I believe my work here is done. Looks around at the rest of the group standing around. I'll be returning home now. And she begins to just slowly kind of make her way back. And you see her begin to start casting some incantations.
Can I do an insight check before she starts to move away from Molfin?
Yeah, absolutely.
And do I recognize the spell she's starting to cast?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yay!
You get the idea that the wish has been brought to fruition with the best of what Molfin had said. You weren't here to actually see what he actually said.
Right, no.
For the wish. But there's doesn't seem to be... I mean, she's definitely creepy. But it's hard to say with wishes, you know, what the true honest outcome might be. Like, you don't feel like there's any malice there. Like,
that's what I'm looking for, is
like,
the malice behind it.
You don't think it's malice, but you're not sure because wishes mess with a lot of stuff.
Right.
So
yeah.
One wish sets something else in motion that somebody might not have even foresaw. So it's one of those things where you just don't know.
Molfin don't care. That's a 30 on the Arcana.
If I were you, I would have.
And for Molfin,
Yeah.
like if she's not, then I'm fine. I will let her go.
Molfin, what did you roll in your?
That's a 36.
36. You recognize it as a plane shift.
Okay.
She's teleporting she's going to another plane of existence.
Look at that! I told you guys it would be fine.
It's fine. I would turn to Molfin and well, I would cast Identify on it before I let her go, but that's just me, you know.
Yeah, and at that, the genie disappears as the plane shift has been complete.
That better be the eye.
It's like an eye.
Yeah. Of some orc named Vedka. Just got happened.
We didn't specify the old god. You're right.
Yeah.
He did say the artifact though, and that's the only artifact one.
Yeah.
Fair point. All right.
Yeah, so you guys are all standing around. Callista's an air elemental. Molfin has this thing in this glass, this drinking glass. It seems
if you guys want to, I can just...
Staring at him. Go ahead.
Molfin is still visibly shaking.
Hey, Molfin, I can just throw some holy water on it. We'll see if it starts smoking and burning, and then we'll know. No need to identify.
Wait, can we destroy artifacts? Is that a thing?
I'm joking.
The only way to destroy this one is with a very specific sword.
if it seems like nothing bad has happened, does that mean that him having this thing is the bad thing?
Most likely.
Most likely.
No.
I'm out of my air elemental form now that it's clear.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on Mom, Dad. I'll be right back.
All right. Ashlyn
And I'm
exits.
gonna go run. Yeah, I'm gonna go run.
Okay.
I will mention that one of the reasons I did not hand the necklace at the beginning, was that should have something gone awry, even with it in its hand, all I had to do was speak the command word and it would be trapped again within it. And Molfin's going to look at Diana, which is why I did not want you to banish it immediately.
I wasn't going to banish it immediately, just if it looked hostile.
Right, if you banished it immediately, I couldn't capture it immediately.
Alright, fair point, fair point.
Capture it again, and perhaps 3 more wishes await for someone else. Which I did consider doing before it left us. But one should always honor their deals.
Alright, well, are you gonna identify it?
Yes, as long as somebody isn't going to throw holy water at me.
I think it'd be okay.
Molfin's going to move a little ways away from,
If your head starts spinning counterclockwise, I'm doing it.
If his head starts spinning counterclockwise, I will help you.
Wonderful.
Clockwise is fine, though. No.
So Molfin's going to sit down and cast Identify.
Are you going to use
And
a ritual cast?
Actually, no. I prepared it this morning,
Oh, okay.
given the situation.
Sure. So you're going to cast your spell Identify on the object in the glass?
Yep.
Okay. You take the time to cast your incantations quickly, reciting a couple of these magical words, and within a split second, you realize the power that is contained within this glass is indeed the Eye of Vecna, which you can find on D&D Beyond. The only thing I do not have prepared, I believe there's some properties that they're random properties. I will
Probably, yeah.
I will roll for those at the break.
Okay.
I like to random roll those.
Oh yeah, it makes it entertaining.
Makes it entertaining. I don't want to pick it. I want to roll
especially
it out.
that one where we rolled for the hand and it was like, oh, if it's ever more than 100 yards away from you, you go insane.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
the hand
so
also make you ravenous? Sorry.
Well, that's what it does instead. When Michael originally rolled from it, it was like if you can't bear to be more than like 30 feet away from it or whatever.
Yeah,
you go into a
it didn't
rage.
make it made no sense. Yeah, it made no sense.
I see.
It's like
It is permanently bound to you.
it's like why would we do that? It's your hand.
If it ever is more than 30 feet away from me, I'm dead.
Right.
So as Molfin casts Identify, he doesn't say anything.
Okay.
But again, you see it again, even just sort of standing there and casting it, you can see the hands trembling even more.
I pat Molfin on the back. And I'm like, it's gonna be okay.
Molfin's gonna take it in again, open the robe and put it on one of his inside pockets for the moment.
So I'm assuming it's good.
Yeah, it is valid.
Cool. I'm gonna sleep for 2 more hours. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Okay.
Callista goes back up to bed to get her
Good
her
job.
full night's rest. While Callista and
Well
Vix
done.
are finishing up their rest, is there anything anybody wanted to do, or do you guys want to wait till they wake up so you guys can all kind of get together? Ashlyn, is there anything in particular that you were going to talk to your parents about, or?
Nope, just making sure that they're okay.
Okay. Yeah. You approach them. They're being prepared breakfast, as you know, kings and queens
Okay.
get the luxury of having breakfast prepared for them by their castle cooks and chefs and all that sort of thing.
Are they sitting at a long fancy table?
Would you like them to be sitting at a long fancy table?
Kind of.
Yeah, let's tell this story together. So yeah, they're at a long fancy table.
Okay.
Yeah. They do invite you. One of them pulls up a chair like in between. One of the maids kind of like slides a chair up and puts a plate down for you as well, and they invite you to join them for breakfast.
Okay. I will.
All right. so you're getting fed delicious food, fresh fruits, bacon, eggs, whatever you want for breakfast, they will make it for you.
Okay.
So yeah, you're enjoying breakfast with your king and queen family, as a princess. The hours pass. Callista, you eventually wake up from your rest, and Vix, you awaken from your rest, and you guys are able to rejoin the group. And the adventure from here is yours. What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to go? What do you guys want to discuss? Totally up to you.
How?
Hang on, I'm looking up our list.
I want to know what the eye does. Do we have a thing for it? I'm sorry.
Is there anyone? As unfortunately, this is not one that I have ever learned. Does anyone know the silence spell?
Good
Kind of
question.
funny you didn't learn it. 'Cause,
Thought you knew everything.
yeah.
I've never needed to keep people quiet before.
Oh, Callista, you have gained 5 gold via chat.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
While you were sleeping, somebody slipped 5 gold pieces into your explorer's kit.
Ooh.
Reverse pickpocket.
It's a reverse pickpocket, that's right.
Unless
Yeah.
Molf being like, hey, want to pay attention to me yet? Want to pay attention to me yet?
That's it, yeah.
Tell us you were leaving in the middle of the night last night.
Oh, yes, thank
No,
you. That's
no.
Kirsty blanking.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so I guess after that, Callista would like gather everybody in the yard and pull out the body, so I'm not pulling out the body in the house or the
Yeah.
castle.
Surprise!
Surprise!
No!
It's like the guards all wonder why we keep going to the same bush together,
Yeah.
like just out of visibility.
It's our clubhouse, all right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they pull out a corpse and drop it down onto the ground in front of you all.
Ooh, a fresh one. I can work with this.
Wait.
Oh no.
This is
Who is this? Who is this?
It's
It
your
is
nothing.
Nothic.
No, it's not. It's
It doesn't look like a Nothic, yeah.
It was changed.
Yeah, I did a
It
little
looks
bit of
different.
recon, and when I did my recon, he was still the Nothic, but he had these arms. Oh, now I guess as I was transporting him back, he turned into him and died.
You killed him?
No,
He was
How
dead before we
long
got
has he been dead?
well now it's probably like
It's
10 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have
Probably
to
nearing
spend
24
another
hours.
diamond.
No, we are
Please don't revive
not. We are
him.
not resuscitating a dead elf.
He is old. Diane.
Um,
He's old as balls.
And those magic spells, as long as it's not old age, they can revive him. But from the looks of it, this is old age.
Wow, he is old as balls then.
Yeah.
Magic can't magic
But
age
Molfin,
them?
I like roll him over and show him the languages. It could be arcane, but it's definitely some sort of language, but I don't understand it.
Give it to Ashlyn.
I can just listen to all languages.
No,
not
you
read
can't
them.
do
Oh,
that.
the whole reading
Oh,
thing
yes,
is.
can't read 'em, yeah.
Reading's no good. Reading's no good.
Well,
That
this
makes
one's
sense.
gonna sit down on the ground, pull out his spell book. I'm gonna start casting comprehend languages as a ritual.
Okay.
Because that
I
I
look-
don't have prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
So Molfin begins.
I'm
ritual.
looking at this thing with my hands on my hips, and I'm like, now what the hell am I supposed to do with a dead Nothic?
Well, he's not
Nothing!
Nothic anymore.
Dead
He's an
elf
old
now.
elf.
Not
We'll
your
bury him.
responsibility. Just say no. Not your circus. Not your monkeys, man.
Diana, could you
So
see?
you ask him questions beyond the grave?
Well,
Is that
now
thing?
now that this body has been laid out in front of all of you, what languages do you guys know?
I know giant, celestial, I think infernal, and elven, and common.
Okay. None of those are a
Gnomish common giant.
gnomish common giant. That's it.
Common.
Don't you know primordial?
Okay.
Oh yeah, primordial.
Yeah, none of
Oh,
those.
forgot
None
that
of
one.
those. None of those show up. Lachlan.
I have a spell prepared.
I'm not really a language guy.
Just throw them out there. Just what do you got?
I speak Gnomish, Common, and Thieves' Cant.
Oh yeah, and I speak Thieves' Cant too.
No, not.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You don't recognize any of these. Ashlyn.
Nope.
Nope. Already
Nope,
covered.
she doesn't
already
read.
covered over yours.
Doesn't.
Got it.
Not even trying.
Okay.
Not even trying.
Okay, yeah, so doesn't appear like any of
Can I-
you understand anything that's seems to be carved on this individual.
Can I do a thing?
What would you like
Once
to do?
I've finished casting my ritual.
Oh, I'm sorry. Molfin, do you want to go first since you're casting first?
Well, it can take him 10 minutes, so if
it-
it's something that you want to do while he's
Yeah.
casting, you can, but or you can wait
I
till he's done. It's your choice.
I cast Commune with Dead.
Okay. Okay.
Commune?
Is it commune with dead, or is that what the spell's
Commune. Sorry, I said commune. Like,
called? Commune, I think,
a
is with your
convent.
god, right?
it's there's Commune with Dead.
Oh, there's commune with dead.
Speak with that,
There's
yeah.
a
Commune with
speak
dead or
with dead.
speak with dead?
Oh, Speak with Dead. Maybe I'm thinking of Commune because I don't know.
Speak.
Bro,
I
what do
hate
those
speak- it's
tats
speak with
mean?
dead.
Like,
It's Speak with Dead. Let me look at it.
Yeah.
It is Speak
I
with
didn't.
Dead.
I didn't even
I'm
know
very
you had
sorry.
this
Mix up
spell. Look at
spells.
this.
So like, wait.
Wait, what'd it do?
Corpse must still have
No,
a
D&D
mouth
Beyond.
and can't be undead. The spell fails if the
Where'd it
corpse
go?
is the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you
Doo.
can ask the corpse up to 5
Doo.
questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer to you, or if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return to the creature's soul. Okay, so it's just basically an empty shell of a person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it takes 1 action. And it lasts for 10 minutes. So yeah, you can do this while Molfin is casting his ritual if you'd like to.
I would like to.
Okay. So Diana begins to wave her hands in an intricate motion. She begins to speak some incantations. And all of a sudden, this corpse lying on the ground abruptly sits up.
Oh
I
God.
stab it. I don't know what you're doing. This corpse just came to life.
Dude!
Vix drives a dagger into its chest. It just goes in like, it doesn't like flinch. It doesn't seem like it feels pain. It just goes in.
Jesus Christ.
And it kind of, its eyes like are rolling back in its head like this. And it just goes,
Mute it, Kristy.
and it just goes,
Kristy, you're muted, by the way.
and then its head
I'll
shifts.
pull Vix back behind
Pull Vix back behind.
Diana.
And his arms
Yeah.
are like, his arms are awkwardly like sitting to the sides. Like one hand is like curled up back. Like it's almost as if like it has no like real control over its muscles and things of that nature. And it just slowly, you hear some cracking of its neck bones as it twists its head towards Diana and looks up at her. and just wait.
Okay. First question out of 5. Do you remember me?
You promised.
Okay, it sure do remember me. Okay. Second question. Okay, so obviously you are dead. So, I suppose the question is, would you like to remain dead? Or are you looking to come back?
My soul is now free.
Aw, good for you, buddy. Okay. So my promise is kept though, right?
What'd you just say? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said, so I'm clear, my promise is good.
Is that a question?
That is a question.
It just
sure
looks
you
at
can come
you.
back?
It just looks at you and says, "You promised."
Still gotta do it.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. That I'm in the clear now. And
Diana, can you
Okay.
ask him why he did that to his bot? Why he scarred himself?
that was gonna come up next, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, he
Uh,
died.
buddy, yeah, he died.
Yeah, how?
Oh yeah, and how he died. Okay, so I turned to the group. I'm like, okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna ask him is,
Yeah,
well,
remember,
we know
because you
how
only
he
have
died.
2 questions left, so
Yes. So the first thing I'm gonna ask him.
Chit-chatting with him.
that's it.
Do we want to know how he
Chit-chatting.
became a Nothic? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I was going to ask him how he became a Nothic. I was thinking of it, but so like I also know that we need to ask him how he got those markings. So, shall the question be, how did you get those markings? And then the next question be,
No, why did
What
he
language?
inflict? Why did he scar himself? We know how he got him. He must have done it himself.
all right.
The question is why.
Why did he mark himself?
Yeah.
Do we want to know why he became a Nothic, or?
Let's see why he says why he marked himself. Maybe that'll give us.
Let's start with that.
All right, I turn back to the former Nothic, current corpse, and I'm like, hey, so, how did you end up with this language written all over you in all these scars?
Wait, did you just say how did you end up with these? Is that how you?
Why?
Why?
Okay. Why did you
making sure
scar
I heard the
yourself
wording right.
in this language? Yeah, why did you scar yourself in this language? Or with this language? I feel like I'm talking to a genie.
So I would not forget the key to open the door to Cross's secret domain.
Now what? How?
Oh God, why? No,
But-
that's
Oh.
But
Sarah, no.
it seems I forgot. Anyway.
Now the secret is written on you, and someone is currently casting comprehend languages. Final question. Anybody? Oh, I turn to the party and I'm like, can my final question be what his name is, so we have something to write on the
That's a good
tombstone?
idea. Yeah. Because then we
Okay.
can do research on his name.
Why do we care of his
Oh,
name?
okay. Because I want to write something on his tombstone that's nice and that commemorates him. Because who knows how long he's been a Nothic, and who knows how long he's been an elf, and now he's dead, and he probably lived a really, really long life, and he should be commemorated for that.
really.
I can't just let this Nothic thing that I adopted, that I took with me, that then died in the woods for me, and then just not give him a nice little burial.
If you think
Oh,
about
wait,
You do realize you are not keeping this body.
yeah. Wait,
if
what?
you
do you
think about it,
mean?
Molfin, if we have a name, we could legend lore.
Oh, this is true as well.
I also think, like,
I'm not even talking, though. I'm in the
superstitiously,
middle of casting a ritual.
we should still bring him back to his home. That's just me. But
Honestly, that is kind of a good point.
he keeps
as
saying
well.
you promised, and I know you took that as a yes, you're fine, but like, are you really fine?
And
though?
we'll
I'm
get
going
good
to be
answers
real
with
with
his
you,
name.
Vic.
That opens all kinds of
Ask
doors.
him his name for now. You can do this again in 10 days if we absolutely need
Alrighty.
to.
I turn back to the corpse, and I'm like, final question for you, before we leave you alone. What was your name?
My name is Setnik the Cruel.
Oh, that's
And then the breath seems to just dissipate out of whatever was in what leftover lungs might have been inside this corpse, and it goes, and it crumples back down and just plops down back onto the cobblestone
Diana's
floor.
Diana's hands are just like on her face, like her head is in her hands, and she's just like, why does this always happen to me?
oh, I just
Cause you keep adopting them.
Dumb
Will you stop it?
Zolkin. I'm
Ashlyn's
sure that
so
there have
mad
been
right now.
others. Now we have Sednik the Cruel.
Yeah, he was a bad person. Can we just leave him alone now?
Why does this keep on happening to me? We had
Cause you have
Dum
pity
Dum.
on the wrong people.
Dang, Ashlyn, call me out.
Yeah, I've known
Drag
you
me.
for how long? You have
Facts.
pity on everyone, and they don't deserve it all from you.
Aw.
That's them to reconcile, not you two.
Ashlyn said, Diana, go to therapy. No.
No, I'm just saying it's not your problem all the time. You could be. You don't have to worry so much. That's what I'm trying to say
Thank you,
about
Ashlyn.
everyone else. You deserve some you time.
No, thank you, Ashlyn.
Yes, allow me to deal with the body.
Well, no, hold on. I really think we should bring it
no.
back. I really think I was against it before, but I really think we should. If he's a very evil person, which it sounds like he is, his soul being linked to her for not keeping her promise that he's obviously remembering in the afterlife. I think we really do need to bring it back.
I really,
Part of
really
the plan,
agree with
right?
Vix
We
right
could-
now. I really agree with Vix right now.
Like, is he just some asshole that gave himself that name? Like, in 5th grade when you call yourself, like, yeah, I'm...
The Cobra.
J, yeah. Or something like
Yeah,
that.
the Cobra.
I have a new
Diana
nickname now,
the
everyone.
Divine, or whatever.
Yeah.
The King of the Frozen Far, whatever.
Molfin's going to reach out and touch the body
Oh god.
when he's done
Molfin?
casting.
Right.
Comprehend languages. I have to be touching the surface to read it.
Oh, I thought you were reviving him. I'm like, don't raise dead right now.
Finally,
Create on-
finally, Setnik the Cruel has risen again. Yeah.
Oh my
No.
The way that I would just release
My
Vix with the
apologies.
knife
That was
again.
Kristy panicking.
So, Molfin, you do finish your incantations and your ritual, and you lay your hand upon the body, and you begin to see these formations begin to take shape into language you start to understand as you comprehend what the written forms become. It's repeated text over and over and over again. Smaller, larger, in different shapes, in different placements. Sometimes it's curved around his muscles in different areas of the back. But there are 4 words repeated all over this body. One of the words that you read is betrayal. And it says betrayal over and over again in many different areas of the body. There is also a word, sanctification, that is also carved into his body. There's also the word invisible carved into his body. And the 4th and final word is gilded. There are also arcane runes, but you would know them as just arcane runes that just represent all the different types of magic. Like, it's not really, like, you don't see there being a purpose other than just, you see, like, a basic transmutation rune, and then a basic necromancy rune. They don't really have any specific placement. They seem to be very random. And with your comprehend languages, you'd probably be able to determine that this individual was the oldest scarring on it seems to be rather clean and clear. The newer stuff looks to be really rough. It's almost if he was changing over a significant amount of time.
Well, that's definitely something to think on. Seems whatever he wrote, it's not so much instructions as just repeated words.
Well, that could become instructions at another point. Perhaps when we take his body back, we'll be able to ask him more questions within the 10 days.
Couldn't hurt to go back, poke around.
Yada 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 yada. Yeah.
Doorway that we didn't go through where we found the tablet.
Yes, that one that pulled us into the strange dimension with the giant beating heart.
Yes. But there was another doorway in there, right at the bottom
Yes.
of the tower. Yeah, that we didn't go through. Okay. I mean, it seems pretty obvious. We have to betray an invisible sanctified horse.
I love it.
Yes. That sounds right to me.
For some reason, I've become rather hungry. I think I'm going to go get something to eat. Molfin's gonna start walking away.
Okay.
So it's not obvious. Okay. I'll think harder on this.
I look at Vix and I'm just like, we really do need to put this body somewhere for the time being.
I will start druid crafting vines around it.
Okay.
Can we not just leave it here on the lawn? Can you put it back in the bag?
I can do that.
Should we put it in the
Okay.
bag of holding?
Yeah, I can put
Or
it
is that
back
the
in the
bag
bag of
we're
holding.
Okay.
I'll wrap it up
Get
in
nasty.
vines though, just so it's not gross in the bag. It's gonna be gross in the bag, but I
Decaying in the
try
bag.
and preserve it with flowers and make it smell a little nicer and put it in.
A little bit of potpourri in there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toss it back in the bag. You got it. Yeah, no problem. It's wrapped up in vines and flowers and placed back into the bag of holding, sealed up nice.
So what's on the list? Or are we going to do this next?
We have a lot on the list. I think we need to figure out what's priority.
I still love that at the bottom.
Well, we do need to
It's
get
like-
you better armor.
It's like all these like very serious things. Like, oh yeah, by the way, like buy Lachlan something.
I think you were having a really rough night and you kept getting hit, and we were like, we need
Yeah.
to get you better armor.
I think that was the night you realized you were calculating your armor class wrong this whole campaign.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
there was that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Still don't know how to play D&D.
Yes.
Like 4 years later.
Molfin, where are you going?
Probably back to the library.
Okay. So Molfin, you enter
Nice, quiet place.
enter into the library. It's empty currently. No one's there.
Owen's gonna sort of sit down, pull out his spell book, and start flipping through. And take a few minutes to cast as a ritual Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Oh no! This is
Oh,
not in the
no.
library. So messy.
So you're casting this as a ritual?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking the time to set up your ritual components and get your taking some chalk and drawing some arcane runes around the area you want the Unseen Servant to come into existence with your magical energy, your arcane powers, and you put that together. While he's in the library, he's kind of disappeared. What are the rest of you doing since he's busy?
It's like Ashlyn's like, hey guys, let's go find my parents, and they're like, oh cool, let's steal their goblets, and then we'll do arcane rituals in their library and poke our stuff out. Everything's cool with Ashlyn's parents. You know what? It's like that house. Oh,
There's a lot going in Ashlyn's head
don't
right now.
yes.
Mhm.
I'd just like to say I didn't steal any goblets from them.
Stole like
Maybe stole a
glass.
drinking glass. Somebody else stole the goblets.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna probably wait for later because Callista's gonna be by herself for a little while.
Okay, so you're gonna
But she'd want to talk to the later.
later. So you're gonna go kind of just back up to your room to rest, or somewhere else.
I'm just gonna go back to my room and send a message to Clarion just to check where he's at.
Okay, sure.
We found Ashlyn's parents. There was a wish gone wrong. We're all good now. Where are you at?
A moment passes, and then you hear his voice come back through, responding back.
New phone, who dis?
I just had a few things I needed to clean up here in my castle. I think I got things sorted out. Are you headed home soon? I was thinking about making my way back to Waterdeep.
I can't send him another message. Can I have to
Oh,
wait till tomorrow?
Okay. He would understand that, so it's not like he's expecting you to
Yeah.
reply back immediately. He knows how these things work, so he would just make sure that the question is put into your mind, so that way you could remember to answer it when you.
Yep. I
Come
will
back
do
to
so tomorrow.
Yep. Anybody else have anything that they want to do, or in particular?
I would like to wander out of the city towards the invisible waters.
Okay, sure. You make your way to that little lagoon
on my way
area.
there.
Yeah.
On my way there, I take out one of my candles, like a decent sized candle,
Mm-hmm.
and I take a dagger and I start like whittling out a little hole into the center of the candle.
Okay.
And then once I get to like a biggish open area, biggish.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out a little amethyst and stick it into the candle.
Okay.
And then a little piece of gum, and like rub it over the hole to make it like flat against the candle.
Okay.
And I'm gonna light the candle, and then I'm gonna blow it out. When I blow out the candle, I cast True Polymorph. The smoke off of the candle swarms around me, and I form into an amethyst dragon.
So in the midst of the waterfalls around you, all of a sudden forms into this massive dragon of glimmering gemstone-like scales. Purple in nature, but reflective as some of the light and glistening water from around you catches and kind of amplifies the shimmering of your flesh.
I'm gonna like walk around for a little bit, maybe try out flying for a couple minutes.
Okay, so you're gonna take a quick flight out of town a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to check it out, like get a feel for it.
Takes to the air, flaps around, makes your way through the mist and up into the clouds, and just kind of soar a little bit. You can feel the wind kind of rushing beside you as you just continue to glide. You take a deep breath. It's so freeing up here. You have wings. It's amazing.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that for like, since at first it was only gonna be like 5 minutes, but once I got up in the air, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be flying for like 30 minutes.
You got it.
And then eventually I'm just gonna land, shape change back into Vix, looking like Vix,
Okay.
and walk back
Okay.
to the city.
Sure. You can absolutely do that. Lachlan, you said there wasn't anything pressing that you wanted to do. Okay. Ashlyn, anything pressing that you had in mind? Okay. Diana, anything pressing for you during this little bit of time, if you're there?
Oh,
There you
hello.
go. Yeah, gotcha.
No,
Hello.
I'm good. I'm just yeah, chilling.
All right, you got it. Molfin, back to you in the library. You're setting up your ritual. You're starting your ritual. You look across, and there's on a table beside the wall of this library. There's like a little nice like silver tea set over in the corner. There's a large pitcher, and it's strange. Like your reflection looks very different in the silver than what you remember your reflection appearing like in mirrors and other things. You look at it, it just looks strange to you. It's across the room a little bit, so you're not getting like a complete view of it. I think you're muted. There you go.
Of course. That happened at least once. Is the tray it's sitting on silver as well?
Yeah, it is.
Molf's just going to sort of walk over and just sort of brush everything off the tray and hold the tray up to get a better look.
Okay. Before you even get to the tray, you immediately recognize the reflection. You're like, this is really strange. You look like Moby. In the reflection. It's staring back at you.
Like a Moby's face.
It's Moby's face.
No shroud.
No shroud.
Reach up with my own. Do I still feel the shroud?
You feel normal. You feel the shroud. As you're looking down, though, the Moby's hand was also touching his face.
What color is my hair?
In the image, in the reflection,
Yeah.
jet black. You hear behind you. Behind you!
Spin around.
There's nothing there.
Okay. We're going to do things this way. I can't take it with me. Let me see what did I prepare for today. Screw it. I have it prepared.
Okay.
Molfin's going to walk over to the door, or walk over to the wall, mutter a word,
Mm-hmm.
cast Demiplane.
Are you stopping your ritual?
Oh no, if I haven't completed that, I'm going to finish that ritual first.
Finish that? Okay. Yeah, because this happened while you were doing your ritual cast, so I just wanted to make sure that you were still completing that. Okay. Yeah, you complete your ritual then, and your unseen servant has been guided by you into this area where you now have the control.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to the closest wall.
Okay.
And cast Demiplane.
Okay, and that's the one where the door appears to another realm? Is that the one? Yep. So this mystical,
correct.
magical archway of energy kind of just appears in front of you of like black and purple swirls of arcane power, and it opens up in front of you.
Open the door, sort of have the unseen servant come in with me, close the door behind me.
Okay, you do so.
And then go in there to finish my business and get away from whatever the hell that was.
Okay. So Molfin is in this demiplane. And
I'm going to go into my pocket, take out the glass.
Mm-hmm. It immediately shifts its attention towards you and looks right to your face.
Somewhat disconcerting. I wonder who you see when you look. Just reach out to the unseen servant. Hold this.
The unseen servant holds
when
the
I'm
eye.
done, I may need your help too. Basically, I'm giving the glass to the unseen servant.
Okay.
I may need your help to finish the process.
You get the feeling as if the unseen servant is nodding in agreement. You cannot see them. They are unseen. But
And then Molfin's going to pull out a gift he got from Vix.
Oh,
a
no.
lovely new dagger, and then proceed to take care of business.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do me a favor. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw. Just to see if you can keep your wits about yourself because of what you are about to do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep this as a general rule because this will be pretty difficult for any person to be able to accomplish.
Little Dragon Corp, if you hadn't checked them out, do so.
There you go.
No, if you ever get, carve your own eye out. Really? Okay, where is my phone? A second, because I just went bouncing over there and I can't see what it is.
Oh.
But it landed flush on the table, so I don't want to. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's my modifier? Oh, that's right. We leveled up. 27.
27.
I have a +10 to my con modifier now.
Why?
So, foregoing the details, Molfin, you successfully, without much hesitation, as you focus, you've been focused on finding this thing for a long time. And to see it actually come into fruition and have it to be there wasn't anything, well, at least abundantly clear, terrible that happened in the process. It was brought to your doorstep.
Speak for yourself. I'm seeing Moby again.
You insert the eye of Vecna into the missing eye socket of once where your own eye existed. And you can feel the tendons graph deep within your skull. And with a couple blinks of your eye, your vision is cast through the eye of Vecna. It is now a part of you. And that will be your third and final attunement slot.
Forever.
Forever. That's
Oh,
right. You can no longer attune to anything else. Because all three
Molfin's
items you're
gonna-
attuned to are permanent attachments.
Molfin's gonna, well, basically open the door to the, from the demi-plane,
Mm-hmm.
and close the door, just walk away from it, leaving the unseen servant in there.
Okay, you got it. One thing I
And
also
last-
wanted to mention, the minor beneficial property that I rolled up for the Eye of Vecna is that you are now permanently resistant to fire damage. So all fire damage is automatically halved. The one major beneficial property is that once per day through the eye, you have a free casting of a 6th level spell of the DM's choosing, which I chose at kind of like, I used your list you sent me, and then I took all the ones you didn't have and just went, boom, and I just went like that. So the one that I picked for you is Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. That's the spell, 6th level extra spell that's in the eye that you can cast once per day.
Okay.
And you can check that out on D&D Beyond because it is one that's there. The minor detrimental property about the Eye of Vecna is that no other creature can take a short or long rest if they are within 300 feet of you.
Well, that's the worst possible thing.
Now what?
Oh,
What? Oh, excuse me, Molfin, can you just take care of my crying baby?
Is that
She's
minor?
trying to put her down for a nap.
That's a minor detrimental property. It doesn't have a
That's
major.
pretty major.
Nobody let Molfin into your house after you
You
just
have
had
to be
a
on the other
newborn.
side of the property.
I hope you have Magnificent Mansion or whatever.
It's one of the ones that's in my that new spell book that I can copy over. Molfin's going extra planar from now on.
Right.
I would love to see, like, Molfin just walking down the
Excommunicated.
street.
Yeah, chat.
Sleep in the demi-plane.
Chat's going nuts.
Put him in the garage. Victoria says.
I would love to see a Molfin walking through the streets of, like, Waterdeep or something, and, like, every single napping stray dog in the alleyways just wakes up and starts howling because they're not allowed to sleep because he walked
Oh,
within
no.
range.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to Waterdeep in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Awful, dude.
Everybody's crying little
What have you
children.
done?
Wow. Wow.
The farm is going to be chaos.
All right, cut that eye out and put
No,
it back
the
in. We need a
animal.
new one.
So that happened. Molfin, one thing I did want to say, as you exited your demi-plane, you look at the rug on the floor of the library, and the patterning's different. You take a closer look, and you're starting to see the patterning is spelling Moby's name over and over and over again. The stitching, it says Moby.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go find Callista.
Okay. So, Molfin eventually finds Callista's room. I assume knocks on the door.
I'm just gonna sort of be walking up, just rumming his temple, sort of like this, just hand sort of over the covering the right eye.
Callista's sitting on the balcony right now, so you would find her on the balcony just looking out over Ashlyn's kingdom.
Okay.
Might you have a moment to talk? I quite think I'm losing my mind.
Molfin. Yeah.
I'm seeing Moby.
Well, I would say
Furniture
a
is
lot of
really-
things differently now.
No, before that. This started happening before I did this.
What do you mean?
When we separated right after everything happened,
Yeah.
and I walked off, I walked into a room, and I didn't pick up the tea set. They have servants for that. I looked at the silver tea set
Okay.
and saw Moby looking back at me. Like my
Before?
reflection was his. Yes, before. So I said, "What? No, that's something in the room." I banished myself to another plane. Walked back out, and the rug started spelling it out.
Show me.
Gonna bring it back to the library.
All right. You guys make your way back to the library. Lachlan, you notice. Ashlyn, you guys notice. Callista and Molfin kind of headed with purpose down the hall. Vic,
Can't be good.
Vix, Diana, you guys would probably all notice this. They're,
Oh,
Follow.
yeah.
Why can't they ever be strolling leisurely?
My passive perception is 23 now, up from 13.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
You got, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys definitely see this happening, and
Passively, you would notice Molfin is still shaking.
Okay.
Well, different reason now, though.
So Callista, Molfin, you guys make your way to the library first, entering in the rug looks normal, like it did every other time you guys were here, even to you, Molfin. Looks normal.
I pick up the tray.
Looks like you.
Molfin sort of looks up at the sky.
And you're sure it's not a side effect of the eye?
No, it was before that. And now everything's normal again. It's got to be her again.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Why would she reach out?
Well, why would she send him?
Is it a side effect of the wish?
That is possible. If it happened before. It
Do you think
happened after the
he-
wish?
Yes.
Sorry, Lachlan.
Oh, do you think he knows what you're up to and he doesn't approve and he's trying to communicate with you?
Doing the guilt trip?
That's very Moby.
I
Very
wouldn't put it past him, but at the same point, the last time we had any contact with him, he wasn't exactly Moby at that point.
Right.
Moby wouldn't have walked out on family.
Well, to be fair, Molfin, you do have 3 less than ideal artifacts attached permanently to your body. You're gonna get attention, whether it's from Moby or any of the other champions of the gods. I feel like a lot of people might be aware of that now.
Or unseen side effects whenever you attune to said magical items.
There's never been an unseen side effect to this. Are you going to eat that? Sorry.
If you notice an increase in appetite, a
Yeah,
loss
that's
of
what I
sleep
had.
of your
Yeah.
That's
friends,
exactly what I had
or
in my head
a
going
sudden
through, like,
tendency to hallucinations, please contact your
Contact
doctor
your
about
doctor.
Eye of Vecna.
And while you guys are in the library, there's something different. There's a strange, cold chill in the back of your neck and spine. Something you haven't ever felt before. It feels like a constant... Kind of like when you're... It's kind of like that feeling... This is probably the best example I can give you. When you go to a haunted house, and you're expecting to be scared or frightened. But you're just walking through this area where there's nothing happening, but you're just waiting.
I hate jump scares.
You're waiting
Yeah.
for the jump scare to happen.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that is with
Great.
you.
Is it me or is it him?
You guys have never felt it before.
That's all of us. We all feel it.
Well, actually,
I'm gonna look around
Vix,
the room.
Vix,
do I
you
see
feel it.
anything?
Molfin, you do not feel it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's
never
him.
mind, then I
That
wouldn't
was
be
in
looking around.
proximity.
I thought it might have been my frightful presence.
That's the reason you can't take rests around Molfin, because there's always this looming. There's always a looming. Something bad is about to happen to me. And it
Very
and
doomy
while
around
while
here.
Molfin is around, it never leaves. It's always there.
Oh. Well, you're a party pooper.
Molfin,
neither
you now
my
auto-fail
perception-
every vibe check.
My passive perception and my passive insight are probably not high enough to notice this.
What's your passive insight?
11.
Yeah.
What?
They're just
Oh.
your friends are all just acting totally normal around you. This is how they always act.
All the flames in the room are out too, right? Like,
Yeah.
And anytime he's near a non-magical flame, yeah, they just go and just they're out.
No, that's his old hat.
Yeah.
All of it's used to that now.
Does anyone have a chill? Feels kind of chilly.
Something's weird.
Something's weird.
I'd say it's because of exactly what I just said. He has 2 artifacts that are linked to the same being. It's unsettling. It's not natural.
I mean, technically 3 if you include the shroud.
Sure. Not helping your case.
What? Nothing's changed.
Something's changed, Molfin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're hallucinating and going crazy. So,
Or the Raven Queen is sending someone to make their presence known again.
Well,
We have
we know
Molfin
how.
reaching out to you. We have Raven Queen doing her thing.
Well, we know how we react when they're being needy. We ignore them.
Fair enough.
You're
I
not.
I would like to go back to Waterdeep soon. I need to pick up some components for something I've been working on. But
Wouldn't
with
be bad to stop at the house.
Right. Clarion will probably be heading back, so it would be good to maybe like reconnect with some allies and see if we can gather up a mini force. Because I think I've
Time to
neglected.
deal with Dagnabbit.
No, well, she's right below there. I was thinking maybe Menzo Berenzon first, so we can get her off my butt. And then
Could be fun.
we're also making the Raven Queen wait, so it's a win-win for me.
I don't see why not.
But I think Waterdeep first to like regroup and see what allies we can gather.
Yes, you know, we should probably reach out to that staff-wielding fellow anyway and let him know that we have some property of his. Well, not the property is mine, but
Hmm. Maybe we could also check in on Harshnag.
Hey.
See what he's up to. Diana, do you think you can prepare sending tomorrow?
she is unable, I can as well.
I shall
I
have
think,
sending prepared. Sorry, I
I
keep
think my
on-
new presence has frightened our cleric off.
No, I keep on being muted, and then I try to unmute myself, and then I double tap it, and then I unmute myself, but then I immediately remute myself, and it's very frustrating.
I do that a lot too.
So are we going back home?
I was gonna give Ashlyn the rest of the night, and we go in the morning.
Okay.
If that's okay, Ashlyn. If you want to stay longer,
No, I should go with you guys. Maybe
okay.
as long as you don't mind if use sending sometimes to send stuff to Dad.
Of course, and
Of course, we can aid you with that.
I can always send whenever you want. I can always send you through the tree, and you can get here no time.
Okay.
If needed.
Okay.
Okay.
How'd she get back?
I mean, I can come get her.
Okay.
All right.
So the plan is to just allow Ashlyn to hang out here for the rest of the night, and you guys just kind of
Yeah,
chill.
give Ashlyn one more night with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, you guys are planning on making the trek back to Waterdeep,
Dumpster fire.
the Dumpster Fire Ranch.
Really fast.
Yeah.
So I am a dragon now, and I don't know if you have any friends that
I've always
don't
been
like
a
dragons.
dragon to
No,
me.
no, no.
You're our little dragon buddy.
I'm a real dragon.
Sure you are.
Molfin's gonna walk over. But of course you are.
You want to go outside? You want to take this outside?
Okay, if you want
Okay,
it.
Mushu,
Wait,
calm
hold
down.
on. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Molfin's
Look,
gonna
I'm gonna
start
walk up
reaching
to Molfin,
forward.
and I'm gonna lift him in the air.
Molfin, question for you. Your eye allows you to have true sight, correct?
Yes.
He's a dragon.
Yep.
Like an actual dragon. And you can see it.
Yep. But I lift him in the air because I have a strength of 23 now.
As he tries to lift me, I'm gonna try to stop him.
Okay. Make a contested strength check.
Oh, that's
you
not
roll on
good.
grappling
I'm
hook.
gonna not. That's really bad. Oh.
That is a what's my strength? 19.
Yeah, no, I don't do it. I rolled really low.
All right.
I only have a 11.
11. Yeah, so
So he's hugging him.
yeah, you're like you go to
Aw.
try to pick him up and Molfin forces back down
Dang
with the
it.
hand of Vecna and doesn't allow you to pick him up.
Molfin is now gonna pick him up and push him into the wall.
Oh.
We're gonna try to.
All right. Do you,
No.
do you want him to do it, or are you gonna defend yourself?
No.
All right, make a contested check. Same thing.
That's really bad again. I rolled bad twice.
That's even higher. That's a
He's
17.
so cute
Yeah,
when he gets like
He
that.
wins again.
22.
Oh, yep. You push him up
He
against
wins
the
again.
wall.
I only have a 15.
As Molfin gets him up the wall, he looks over at Callista. Callista, he's actually not lying. He is
How are you so strong?
How are you a dragon?
I had a new spell.
Callista starts laughing.
Molfin's
Anyone's
just gonna throw
laughing.
that down. And
Molfin.
then looking at Vix.
You're still my leader. I mean,
Molfin.
Yes.
We're gonna have 2 dragons.
Wonderful. I'm turning
The
into.
sole component I need is so I can also do what he's doing.
Wonderful. Now I will have 2 pet dragons.
Say that word again, and I will rip the tongue from your mouth.
Ooh.
Okay, I will not use the D word again.
All right. I'm going to bed.
Callista
Well,
makes her way. I guess, Vix, it appears that Molfin definitely believes you.
I don't know why. He's really strong, though.
You were definitely
There's
strong
sometimes it gets
too.
like that.
You're definitely strong too. You feel the strength in you, in your new form.
As before Vix leaves, Molfin's gonna sort of lean over and just sort of go. With the new eye, I can see into the truth of things.
Oh,
Nothing can be hidden from me. Invisible. Shape changes. I see through it all.
oh. I mean, I can see. I have blind sight now, so I can see things that are invisible too.
Actually, I can't do that if I'm blind. I still can't see anything. But I can see in darkness, so.
I can't. I mean, yeah, we can see everything now. Together, we're unstoppable.
This is rather frightening.
Can't tell. Are they arguing or getting along? They're just comparing stuff.
We're planning for the
Constructively.
army, Ashlyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is how wizards are bond, but that's a bard. Never mind. I don't know.
How wizards and lizards bond.
Technically, I'm still just a dragon.
You are.
In
Kiddo.
in this form, I'm not technically a bard at the moment.
Aw, you're always a bard in our hearts with your shadowy stuff and don't worry, we got your back.
She doesn't believe me, Molfin. She doesn't believe me.
Perhaps not doing it here, as the tall ones tend to get jumpy when creatures such as that appear.
Yeah, there's also not a lot of room in here. I'm pretty big.
Eat
I
dragons,
can see
so
that.
that's cool. The blue ones. I hate blue ones, but I have a necklace made of scales from the ones we've slain. I'll show them that.
We should add to that. We should go deal with Snarl at some point.
I
Okay.
thought you were gonna say that you wanted to kill me.
Why would I kill? I mean, of course I want to slay you, you big dragon, you.
Oh, Ashlyn is so good.
I'm just gonna like head hanging low. I'm gonna walk out the room. I'm gonna go try to lay down and go to sleep.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But we can't.
Nope. Although elves trance,
Now-
is that sleep?
This castle is relatively large, so if Molfin were to sleep on one side of the castle and you guys went to the other side, it may be okay. It's a very, very large place. But if you guys go up to your normal rooms, no one's sleeping.
Elves trance, is that sleeping still?
Yeah, you're still resting. You
It's
can't get a
technically-
short rest.
yeah,
or a long
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
both kinds of rest, short and long. You cannot
Okay,
have
it's just rest.
while he's within 300 feet of you.
Wow.
And Molfin would be aware of this, correct?
Yes, it would be known to you when you attune to the item what
Yeah.
the effects were. 300
So-
feet is the equivalent of a football field.
Yeah.
God damn.
How close are the group's rooms to the king and queens?
Within 100 feet.
So Molfin is going to go basic and just going to go outside. Basically, put the king and queen's room between the groups
Okay.
and Molfin, so they're in the middle.
Okay. Sure. So you're trying to get far
And
enough
just-
away so that everybody can rest, so you're not hindering their
Yep.
rest.
But just outside the king and queen's range, randomly, middle of the night, jump in range, wake them up, step back out, go back to bed.
Oh, you monster!
That's
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
Just
enough.
enough for them to wake up with what's going on?
Ashlyn, was there anything that you wanted to talk with your parents about, or was there anything, or did you just want to kind of have a general time where you just kind of hang out with them for a while, or was there anything specific? Like,
Yeah.
we don't have to role play at
No,
all, but I didn't know if there was anything that you wanted to
Yeah.
role play out or discover or ask or before.
I would say that you knew me as a girl that was about to go on an adventure.
Mhm.
And now I'm on that adventure, and I'd like to come back and visit once it's over. And be with you guys.
And they both kind of like look and nod in agreement, and your mother speaks up and, why, of course. Will that be sometime soon?
I don't know yet, but hopefully I can visit and I'll message you, and maybe I'll send a postcard or something if I'm in a city, but I want you to know that I'm always thinking of you guys. And I hope you remember me too this time.
Your father kind of comes in and kind of embraces you with a hug and says, "Thank you for all you've done for us. Thank you for introducing us to your friends. Thank you for exposing Norian for who he was. And keeping us safe and protecting us, and for saving your mother. If it weren't for you and your friends, I just don't care to think about it.
Oh,
But
I'm just a
these
girl that loves her dad and mom.
adventures that you go on, these seem very dangerous.
Little.
Please be careful. And if you come across the way to
I will.
help us, perhaps maybe restore our memory, I think, and he looks to your mom and back, I think we would very much appreciate being able to remember what it was like to be a family before all this happened.
Okay. I will.
But until then, we will await your messages and your arrival.
Sounds good.
And they kind of share.
I might pop out of a tree every now and then and come visit you, but that's okay, right?
Yes, that's of course.
Okay, good.
Just don't. Probably just don't show up on the balcony again, just out of nowhere.
No.
Without-
Yeah. I'll
with-
come through the front door this time.
Or just like a quick word ahead of time. Just be.
Cool. Can do.
They share a quick embrace with you, and you guys share some more small talk, over the course of the evening. Enjoy a nice peaceful evening. Your father really hasn't focused the last couple days. He's just been focusing on your mother and just kind of helping her around the place. Hasn't really been focused on anything to do with the kingdom. He part of him, he needs to hire someone else to be an advisor. He needs to fill Norian's place and things like that, but he hasn't even started that search yet. He's still trying to come to terms with everything that's happened. You guys share that evening, getting to bond a little bit. Your mother and father, share many laughs together as you tell stories about some of your adventures. I don't know how detailed you get through some of them, but maybe you tell them about a few of the people that you've met over the course of your adventures, and your epic encounters, and how you lost a close friend to a blue dragon, and you hated blue dragons, and then defeated that blue dragon, then realized your friend wasn't really dead and was still alive, and you had all this epic story you go through and tell them the story of the tale of your adventuring party. Would you tell them about the 7 snakes and the forming of this gang of Zenturm.
We're a good gang,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a good gang.
We're
Yeah.
a good gang.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. You tell them about that and how you are the 7 snakes, but you still don't have all the members yet. So you're really not the 7 snakes yet. But
No, we're
I'm
searching.
doing the 6 snakes right now,
I think
right?
I think so. I think you guys got
Either
one
5
more
Yeah.
or 6.
one or 2 more rings. I think Molfin has one. We got
Well,
you
we
got
made Tren one, so we got to take him off because he's
Tren. You
questionable.
guys haven't found Tren
But we
yet.
have to kill him and take it back. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, he's still got the ring technically.
Oh yeah, you gave him the ring. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's been
Mhm.
missing. Yeah. Yeah,
That's right. We got to deal with Xanathar and Waterdeep.
always do that.
so you got all that going on
Oh, we're
too.
going back to Waterdeep. You know, we could take a pit stop.
I love it.
Nuke the center of Waterdeep.
No.
So if nobody else has anything to accomplish this evening, we can go ahead and do like a quick, swipe of the screen to the next scene. And
I would just ask if they had a teleportation circle here.
I would say that they do have a teleportation circle.
Would I be able to see it?
With you guys saving the queen, of course.
Wonderful.
The king,
And Molfin is totally going to go check that out too.
yeah, the king takes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
king takes you into one of the higher towers of the castle, where there is a chamber that has a teleportation circle present. It doesn't appear that it is used very often because of their secrecy here and trying to keep this place hidden. But some people with arcane knowledge might know about it and they might use it from time to time. But there is one present.
I would study it for a minute to commit it to memory.
Okay, Molfin's going to do the same.
Yep.
Sure.
As he's on one side, I'm on the other. We're just sort of like circling around each other.
This is that part in the video game where all the runes in the circle glow blue and it says waypoint acquired.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, good. Now I can fast travel back to the city.
That's
sell all this loot.
that's right. That's right. Those good old
We could take a small army into this castle.
those good old town portal points in Diablo. It's,
Yeah.
that's it.
I don't know.
2 little blue flames.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So now you guys have this this teleportation circle here in Tesselis, so you can travel here by means of teleportation circle spells. Yeah.
I'm gonna send Clarion a message in the morning,
Okay.
letting him know we'll be back at the ranch before lunch. Meet us there. I have something to show you. That's all.
He responds back. I'm on my way. It'll probably take me till tomorrow to arrive. I still have some traveling to do, but I'm on my way. And that's pretty
Okay.
much it.
Molfin's going to take a
oh.
moment in the morning as well. Prepare sending and actually cast sending to an
Okay.
old, don't know what to call it at this point, Valharo.
Okay.
Oh. Crow.
Okay.
And send a message and just questioning what the state of affairs is as it comes to me and certain organizations.
Some time passes. A response come back through from Crowan. You can hear his voice. The factions are still at work. You will eventually be found. There's nothing that's going to
Not
stop
good
it,
for them.
Molfin. They will find you. What happens after that? I can only imagine.
Molfin's just gonna take a slow walk back to the castle,
Okay.
chuckling the entire time.
Very nice. Did you guys? I'll get the benefits of your long rest. So if there's anything you guys need to do for your characters for long rests, you guys all receive those benefits. Because Molfin slept far enough away from you that he didn't hinder your ability to be able to sleep at night.
Weird feeling is gone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no. What was it? Yeah.
Not for long.
Then all of a sudden it creeps. Then all of a sudden it creeps back in on you.
And this time Molfin's not around. At least that you see.
All right. So what would you guys like to do?
Guess stop home for the day and take care of some stuff.
This is among
Diana,
other things.
can either Diana or Molfin, one of you, send a message to Harshnag, see if he can start making his way back to the ranch, maybe?
Certainly, I
Good
can
idea.
send her a message.
Sorry.
Come on, say hi.
Sending?
And tell him, yeah, of course. Tell him we miss him.
Sending? Or message?
Sending.
Sending.
It has to be sending. Yeah.
Alrighty,
Do you
cool.
want to do it, Diana, or do you want me to?
I'll do it.
I've already used one today.
I'm good. I'll use sending.
Okay.
I cast sending.
Okay. What do you say to Harshnag?
Hello, Harshnag. Long time no speak. Ashlyn says hi, and we were just wondering how you were doing today, and in general.
Okay.
Anything else? Anything else I need to add, everybody?
To meet us
Go
at
to-
the ranch if
go
he
to
has.
ranch.
Oh yeah, and to meet us at the ranch, the dumpster fire ranch. Thank you. Goodbye.
Click.
Yes.
You do get a message back.
Sweet.
Oh, hi there. Oh, Ashlyn, tell her I said hello. Well, that's funny. I'm already at the ranch. I'm wondering where you've been.
Oh.
I see you stalked the farm.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
He's a big guy.
I'm doing really good. I'll wait here for you. And that's all you get back.
Okay.
Ashlyn Harshnag says hello.
Ah,
Also,
of
he's
course.
already at the farm.
Hmm.
Oh, good. Clarion should be there tomorrow morning.
While you go look for your spell stuff, me and Lachlan can just ask around about Tren to see if he's into anything.
Might be a good follow-up.
Yeah.
You can get your 7 snakes together. That could be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 6. But yeah.
Well, whatever. I'm not keeping count. Alright. Then, if we're ready to go, I will transport us via plants to our backyard.
As you are getting ready to do this, you guys are going out to find a tree. Ashlyn, your mother, rushes out and kind of shouts towards you. Ashlyn, dear, wait. Wait one moment. I have something I wanted to give you before you go. And you see her kind of coming towards you, and she has something in her hands, and she starts to reveal it as she's approaching you, and she's holding it up near your head, and it looks like this very shimmery, embedded with gemstones tiara. And she slides it kind of right onto your head. That's yours. Keep it safe. And then she leans in, kisses you on the forehead, says, I'll see you soon, my dear. think you're muted.
Real soon. Love you.
You can see there's still like that part in her, like she wishes she would be able to remember. Like, so it's an awkward. She does say "love you too, dear," but it's still not. It's not a complete emotion yet. You know, it's kind of like, I know this individual. I know what she's saying is true, but I don't remember any of it, and it's kind of hard for her to respond. And you can sense that with your insight, but she does so anyway. You know.
Okay. I try not to squeal too much and skip back to the tree.
And Lachlan, that tiara that just got put on her head looks expensive. Like, you know.
Ashlyn, where'd that come from?
You know,
Yeah.
Jim inlaid jewelry items from your
Oh, yeah.
past.
That's a career maker right there. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. This whole thing. Oh gosh,
It does suit you, Ashlyn.
it's just the prettiest thing I've ever owned in my entire life.
Ashlyn, you may also
Ring.
add somewhere in your character sheet a new title, Princess of Tesselis.
So excited.
I demand that somebody someday make an edit of Ashlyn to that one Sandstorm song that's like, look down, you're talking to your highness. I love that.
All right, so transport via plants. Is that what's taking place?
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
you guys jump into the tree and appear out of the tree in your front yard, front lawn, in your home. And with, I believe it's Callista's passive perception is ridiculously high. I think is that correct?
38.
You can see that your mailbox is overflowing.
Nah.
Fan mail? Or
I'll go
bills?
check it out.
Okay.
Bills?
Is it Bill? Is Mom looking at Bill right now?
I think you've paid up front for most of the things that you guys have had done to your house. So
I did,
there
but
would
I
be-
did also
okay.
ask for extra construction to be done while you're gone. So I'm not sure
Yeah.
if there was extra.
Honestly, I think you
fees.
guys have only been gone for a few days, so they're probably still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think it's been a week.
But yeah, it's probably been a week. But you do get, and there's a ton of what looks to be more of that familiar fan mail that you guys were getting before from your
Nice.
articles that were in the Waterdeep Gazette. So there's a
Mhm.
lot of that. A lot of them, directed towards Lachlan again. Lachlan got a pretty big fan base. You also.
So she's looking through the letters. She's like, Lachlan.
Yep.
Oh, Molfin, you get one. Me, Diana, Lachlan, Diana, Ashlyn.
Oh yes, right. I've been. Oof. I hope this is the one I was expecting. Yes. He awkwardly steps away from everybody with his letter.
Oh God.
One of the ones that you find for Diana, you pull out one for Diana, and it looks it looks like it's in a very nice envelope package kind of setup. It looks like it's it's really nice, and it also has the symbolic symbol of Elmater on it, and you can see that it has a wax seal that has a stamp that has the Elmater symbol in the wax seal as well.
I hand that to Diana.
All right.
Oh, for Elmater's sake, what does the government want now?
It's just a credit card application.
It's one of,
Hello, we've seen that you haven't tithed in a month.
it's one of those things you get where it says, "Hey, we'll give you a $5,000 loan." It looks like a check.
Yo.
No. You opening the letter?
Yeah, I'll suspiciously open the letter because now I have become immensely suspicious of organized religion, despite remaining in one.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and show this to everyone. It is in Roll20. I know you're not in Roll20s, so I'm gonna read it out loud so you can hear what it says.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
Okay,
everybody who's
thank
in
you.
Roll20, you guys will be able to see the actual letter in the text. Actually, when you open it up, there's a piece of parchment that has a banner logo of the two hands and the red kind of barbed wire chain that's kind of crossing both wrists. And it says, "Humble Diana Lionheart. This letter is to inform you of your recent nomination for the upcoming election to serve as the Superior High Priest of the Hospice of St. Lospin of Waterdeep. This comes in the wake of the resignation of Solar Roma. Solar served Ilmater with humility and sacrificed much to ease the suffering of the oppressed throughout all of Faerun during his time in this position. We pray that our next Superior High Priest will make it their aim to follow in his footsteps. It is our hope that you will accept this nomination and take upon yourself the mantle of leadership by running in the election. You have done so. You have done so much for Faerun by standing up for the weak and standing in direct opposition of the forces of evil that attempt to corrupt these lands. If you will accept, please make us aware as soon as possible by letter or verbal confirmation. We hope to hear from you on this matter soon. In humility, High Priest Nusha Rundleban, Director of Priestly Services of the Hospice of St. Lospin in Waterdeep."
Oh. Holy hands. Holy hands. I don't know what else they would say. Oh my god, he resigned. Do you think it's because I dropped a dead body on his floor?
Who?
They have contributed.
We have.
Yeah, you might have done this one to yourself, Diana.
I tell them what's in the letter. Besides that, Solar resigned. I'm like, so yeah, Solar resigned. I think they want me to replace him, or to at least try to.
In an
That's
election?
Who's
Yeah.
electing? Like, how does that work?
I
Who are
don't
you running
know.
against?
Yeah.
Well, you see, you all get into a room, and then, from what I've been told, you put your name on a piece of paper, and if some smoke comes out of the ceiling, then it means that you're now the Pope, and you get to. I think the smoke has to be a certain color. I don't know. I slept through this class.
I know prestidigitation, so
Yes, we can make your smoke whatever color you need.
yeah.
We are not cheating in a holy election.
Oh, of course. Thaumaturgy.
I have to tell them yes or no as soon as possible. I look for a date on this letter. Is it dated at all? How recent is it?
I didn't put a date on it, but it would be rather recent. It would be within the last few days.
Okay.
'Cause
It's
you-
been 4 or 5 days since we were last
it
here.
was, yeah, it was
So
pretty-
Sol-
yeah, it's probably about within the last 3 days.
Solar's now a saint?
Solar resigned. So, like, he's
Yes,
no
but did-
longer in leadership.
But didn't you say he was sane? What?
No, he resigned.
Well, is that the title of the person in that
Yeah.
role, or is it almost like
It's
a resigned
it's
to
more
do
like
sainthood?
it's more like just
No.
a title per se.
Okay.
But if he's a saint, he has been sanctified.
I mean,
As
are we
in,
all
he went
not
through
sanctified in the eyes of
sanctification.
Ilmater?
Ooh.
Where does
What?
Solar live?
No, 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 no.
You
I
No,
can just
no.
go to the temple and find the information out.
You guys,
This is
you guys
true.
hear a shout
What?
from your porch. Lachlan! Lachlan! It's good to see you! Ashlyn! Hey, everybody! It's Brock and Brantley on the porch.
Aw.
And they kind of like rush to you, all of you, and say, "Hey, how's it going, everybody?" Man, it took you guys forever.
Chest
to-
bump.
Chest bump, yeah.
Yeah.
It took you guys forever to get back. Where have you, what have you guys been up to? My gosh.
Hey, salute your commander.
Uh, What? Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am?
You know.
What?
They all-
No, Lachlan.
that-
We
we
gotta
got-
salute Lachlan.
They all start hissing and...
Yeah, it's a
Oh, yeah, is
thing.
that-
Yeah.
okay. When did we start doing this?
Just
Yeah.
a salute. Yeah, yeah.
Was this...
I decided it was more official if we respect him more.
Okay, well, that's great, but give us a heads up next time. I mean, that was like out.
Okay,
that was
okay,
really
I'll
out of
write
the
you a
blue.
letter.
It's-
Okay. I think we should start doing that.
Yeah, so
Secret
We
handshake.
have
we had a pretty good time helping Harshnag out. We didn't really get too close to everything that was going on up there in the frozen tundra there, but hey, it's pretty cool.
What'd you guys end up
You
doing?
guys do.
Well, Harshnag was looking to see what was up with those frost giant folks, and they got
Yeah.
they got a place up there in the north. It's kind of like a frozen island, so to speak, and they got a bunch of like massive log buildings and structures that they're working on, and looks pretty intense. But they're building a bunch of massive longships, and they've been going out on the sea. They have a white dragon chained to one of their ships. I'm
Oh
not
my
even
goodness.
joking. Brantley saw it. Yeah,
Why?
yeah, it was insane.
Why?
Dragon now?
Why? Harshnag just assumes that they're like using it as a pet or something.
Did they not
we had
learn
one of those.
first time dealing with dragons
Uh,
with Imrith?
I think they're just trying to take advantage of it. I honestly, we actually got to talk. They have it. Hey, Locke, they have another Zent up there.
Working with them or captive or
He's kind of like playing like an underground role. We got kind of close enough to talk to him, but his name's Nilron, and he's kind of like he knows he's kind of like Molfin. He knows like some magic and stuff. And he was telling us, since we're Zents too, so he kind of like talked to us a little bit about what he's up to. But he apparently the frost giants are still after that ring that they want, something about ring of snow or ring of frost or ring of eternal winter or something like that.
God.
yeah, we ran into the ones that wanted that.
Yeah, like they're still after it. They seem to think that even though the Ironmouth is dead or whatever, they can still take advantage of the situation. I don't know. Harshnag knows a little bit more about what's going on with the frost giants, but Nilron thinks that maybe he can get possession of this ring from the frost giants if they were ever to find it. So that's why he's staying in their good graces. If they bring the ring back, maybe he can grab it and take it for the sake of the Zents.
What's with wizards and gathering ancient magical artifacts? Molfin.
I have no idea. I don't know what's with that. I mean, Brantley's like, yeah, you spend all that time just looking for stuff all the time. I mean, if you were going to like steal it and sell it, because that's what we do. And then they all kind of like slowly turn
Are
towards
you
Molfin.
disrespecting my
No,
master
that's-
right now?
Oh. Brock's like, what happened to his eye? It's
Gangrene.
It's yellow.
That's a very rude question.
Cataract.
Yeah.
Cataracts.
Molfin's gonna look over at Vix. Why don't you put a show on for everyone?
I'm gonna turn into a dragon.
Can we see it this time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He goes,
I hate you.
You're
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Make an attack roll then, Ashlyn, if you're going to
Okay.
hit him. As immediately you guys see a massive purple dragon appear.
27.
Yeah, I'm a huge dragon. Yeah, 27 hits me.
27.
Jeez.
He's a big target too.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Magnificent.
I told you I was a dragon.
13. Yeah, I go. Didn't think. What? Are you talking? Can you talk?
What?
Brock and Brantley
Yes, I can talk.
seeing Ashlyn like
okay.
attack. They're like getting into like attack stances and stuff.
No.
What's happening?
I'm sorry,
uh,
it's a reactionary reaction.
Are they
Dragons?
are
This
they
is my
like
minion.
separated from the group?
Who?
I was told to put on a show. So are they separated from the group?
Well, you guys were all standing kind of like in a circle talking. Like you guys weren't like.
Just do it.
I want to like.
No, just do it, Jamie. Just do it.
All right, I'm gonna use repulsion breath. So
Okay.
everybody in a 30-foot cone has to make a 18 strength save.
Okay,
Strength.
everybody, including Brock and Brantley, everybody make this check. As he breathes
Okay,
towards the whole
strength
group. Strength save. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I rolled a nat 20, which gives me a 19. What's that?
Good. That's good.
18.
That saves.
Okay.
I'm 21.
That saves.
3 minus 1. 2.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh
I told you to do it.
I rolled a 9.
Nine.
Yeah.
Diana fails as well. Both Brock and Brantley both fail.
no! Okay, so everybody is pushed 60 feet away.
Oh, we literally got yeeted.
You got yeeted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody just like your
I'm fine with
heels like
this.
sliding across the grass of the lawn as his repulsion breath just takes hold. Some of you like grip down onto the ground and you're able to stay. Like Molfin digs the hand of Vecna into the ground and just grips the earth.
Ooh.
Ashlyn just takes her staff, kind of drives it into the ground, and just holds still while she has kind of like she's bracing herself with a staff and sword, and she's keeping herself steady. Lachlan, you made the save as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're able to catch on to one of the fence posts nearby, and you're able to like hold on as this is taking
Like
place.
legs.
Yeah.
And Brantley and Brock just go flying away.
That was the goal. That was who I was focusing on.
Yeah.
But
Their weapons go flying out of their hands and stick into the ground. Callista, you get yourself back up on your feet. And
I helped Diana up.
Brock's like, what was that about?
Yeet.
First, it was like a little
Oh,
thing
he was
talking
making a
there, and then it's like this big thing all of a sudden.
I'm sorry I didn't take you
That's it.
seriously, big guy.
it's all right. I still
I love
talk
how
like
his voice
this.
doesn't change.
I still talk
Wait, does
like
he
this.
does he still have his kobold voice even when he's a big dragon?
Yeah,
Like-
I didn't change my vocal cords.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, ladies.
Coolest fuck dragon.
I didn't mean to eat you guys, just those two. But you know,
Okay.
Oh.
Point proven. Vic.
You guys hear a shout coming from over the large farmyard. Is that a dragon? And you look over, and
God, no.
Harshnag's over there, and he's got his axe.
No, Harshag. Friendly.
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 Hello?
I don't know many
Friendly dragon.
dragons.
Neither
I'm
do
not technically
I.
a dragon, but I am a
You know,
dragon.
Clarion.
That one's purple.
Uh,
I haven't
It is.
seen a
It
purple
is.
one.
I open my wings, and it looks like an amethyst geode on the underside of my wings.
Ooh.
So it's like
Right.
starry, like sparkly and stuff.
Harshnag's like, that would make a great cape.
I know. He's very majestic.
Vix, you may want to take your other form.
If he turns me into a cape, I'll kill him.
If you're a kid, I'd actually pay to see that.
And I'll turn into like the change shape version of me.
Oh, he's just a little one.
Good.
Real little.
So what's this I hear about the frost giants and the ring and a dragon?
They're still after that blasted ring. They've got a white dragon, I think, by the name of Cryovane, prisoner.
Oh.
Well, now I'm a little bit okay with this.
I guess they're using
It would
it.
certainly make it easier to kill it.
It's doing their bidding for some reason. I don't know. I've seen them let it off of the chains before, but it only follows the instructions of the Jarl.
Wasn't he weak from a fight?
He could have been before.
Clarion was fighting.
I thought him and Clarion fought, but he got away, but he was injured.
The way you got it from Clarion is they fought a while ago, so it could have been
Oh,
a
okay, so
significant
it's
amount of time.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not sure like time frame of when this could have occurred.
Back
so.
in high school, they fought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Parking lot, 2:45.
2006.
That's
Oh, look at
right.
the tension.
You have to make it 3:15.
And the Arl's controlling the dragon magically?
Yeah, the leader of the frost giants, I guess, is the one controlling what the dragon is doing. So basically, the dragon is following its commands. Harshnag tells you the dragon looks reluctant to do it, but is still doing so for some reason. He does not know the reason, but the dragon is willing to do what it's asking him to do for some purpose.
Okay.
Some means of control. Or...
Mm-hmm.
Blackmail, some sort of.
So yeah, potentially
Didn't
some sort of
Clarion say
blackmail
that
over
it had a
Cryovane.
mate?
What was that, Molfin?
Didn't Clarion say this creature had a mate?
It does. So it could be
Do they-
he could have the mate captive.
You know what I've done to
Aw,
bring mine home.
Cryovane is
Yeah,
in
he'll do
love.
anything.
Yeah, you put her in a bag.
You
You
froze
guys
her
are
and put her in a bag.
crazy. I
little
love
bit.
it.
Welcome.
How are the frost giants with the council? Have they been doing their own thing, or?
Well, Harshnag said, well, this group, they seem to be doing things on their own. There are other frost giants across Faerun that are, smaller in number in comparison to this group, but they might be active on the council, but I doubt that this group has anything to do with it. This group is still power hungry.
How big of numbers are we talking with these guys?
It's hard to say. I've seen at least 3 or 4 longships
Oh, great.
go to and from Svarborg.
Okay.
What if we sink the boats? Put them underwater.
And you haven't gained any insight on what they're using the dragon for? Or just using it to vessel ship?
My original intention going there was to try to communicate with them, talk some sense into them.
Of course.
But
Of course.
looking from afar, your snake companions helped me out. They thought it would be best if I kind of stayed back. They used their ability to kind of sneak in a little bit, and I guess they made I think they told you they made communications with someone else that was there within Svarborg as well. Seems like there's another alliance there of some sorts.
If a non-giant Zent is there, there's gotta be something beneficial for the Zents. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I know that it's
They're wanting to find the ring.
The ring.
He wants that ring, I think.
He wants that ring.
And that ring, they were talking about that months, like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why they
When it
attacked
started.
that place in the north that we were
Was
at
it
that
Fire
time.
Shear or no?
Bryn Shander.
Shanda, maybe?
Yeah, they took Bryn Shanner.
Just want some.
It's definitely something to keep a note of.
Well, some timber guy was there, right?
Yeah, they were looking
Yeah.
for artist Simber,
Art-
Just
Yeah.
timber.
Yeah, him.
who you was not there.
Sarah's head's exploding right now. Like, from the frost.
Matt knows all about this.
Yeah.
Seem to remember him being turned to jelly.
Yeah. Alright. Well, can. List.
Yeah, Ashlyn, did you want to spend some time with Harshnag, or did you want to come into the city and come shopping with us?
I was hoping we could find out what happened with Tren and the rest of the
Okay.
snakes are here, but what do you think, Locke?
Ashlyn, you did also receive a letter from Galvin.
Oh.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I kind of like squeal again and open it.
It's not the best written letter that you've ever read.
Mm.
But it's a very
Don't read many letters.
it's a very simple letter. It doesn't have a lot of sustenance to it, but it is saying something like, I hope everything is going well. I miss you. I've been doing some of the things that you've been showing me with we were practicing our bow firing skills, and we were sharing some different techniques, and I've been practicing some of that, and things are going well in Nightstone. We're making progress here, and I hope I get to see you very soon if you get back into town.
Mm.
And there's like a little heart, and then it says
Oh, guys, he hearted it. That means something, right? Right.
It means
I know,
a
right?
lot.
Or does it mean a little?
100%. No, it means a ton.
Okay.
A lot.
It's not just a like heart. It's like a heart.
It's a heart.
Oh,
She got a crown and a heart.
Look at that. It's a good day for her.
it is.
Speaking of which, there's other people we have to message as well, but
Who else were you thinking of?
Molfin's just going to look over at Callista, and then, as sort of subtle as he can, sort of try to glance his eyes over towards Vix.
Do I
That
notice this?
I also nod because I was also thinking the same thing.
Do I notice this? Do I notice them eyeing me now
what's
with
your-
my
What's your
good
passive perception?
23?
Go
Good
ahead.
job!
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, Molfin. And go ahead. Go ahead.
Should I do
yeah,
it?
you do it too, since you guys are both kind of like eyeing each other at once. You don't have to. This is against your passive, Vix, so it'll be
26.
Yeah.
test. 26. Okay.
Damn.
So you don't notice
Callista's so
Callista.
strong. Damn.
19 plus
Yeah, that's
7.
not bad. It's a 19. Not good enough.
Not
but-
good enough. Yeah. So you do notice Molfin. Shifty eyes. One yellow.
Not gonna say anything to him because he's kind of creepy right now.
One of the eyes that's looking at you is all like rotten.
Yeah,
and
one's
yellow.
like
I would-
one's like over
that
here looking at
guy.
me, and one's
Bad enough that my eyes already do that.
Oh, no. Should we get him an eye patch and he can be a
Oh,
pirate with a
there
shroud?
goes. It's doing
There
it.
you
It
go.
was doing it.
oh no.
Oh, there it goes again.
Oh god,
Ah.
I can do it.
Oh wow!
Let's-
Look at that!
Oh!
I can't do it.
Whoa! That's cool.
That was intense.
Oh yeah, I can't do
I
anything
can't
like
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
I can unfocus my eyes.
Thank
at
God
will,
I don't
but
have the
that's it.
eye. I would not do that all stream. That would give me a headache.
Doesn't take long to do it to me.
Matthew, you need to go.
Molfin's
You need to
gonna-
go. You need to go buy one yellow contact lens now, and always have it in your
Yeah.
eye.
Yes.
Flare up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Molfin's gonna, after glancing over, Molfin's going to cast Sending,
Okay.
and send a message to an old friend who went their separate way.
Okay.
And just say, sorry to bother. Have found what you're seeking. It is in my possession. Talk soon.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on hold. That message for just a moment. Ashlyn. This letter of yours that you received, and you keep looking down and you see that heart. And you can just feel how happy you are. And you can see, like, you kind of almost like zoom in on that heart. And you get all these like little images passing by. Harshnag's here. Harshnag's back. And I got to see my mom and dad. Yeah, things weren't great, but you know what? I got to see them, and I got to share an embrace with them, and I got to tell them I love them again. And you see those visions of them kind of embracing you, kind of passing by. You also see an image of your friend Galvin in his emerald green cape, his bow and arrow kind of slung over his shoulder, kind of standing proudly and confidently. Some of his hair kind of just slowly blowing in the wind. You just have this urge that you just need to see him. And it almost seems to overtake everything else that you had planned. Like Tren's waited so long already. Tren can wait.
Yeah. This is a heart on a piece of paper. It's like
Significant.
That is
Yeah.
the biggest thing ever.
yeah.
I mean, he could have sent her a real heart.
No.
That would
wants
be
that?
impressive.
WWMD.
Molfin,
Yeah.
that's your love language. This is Ashlyn's.
That's your love language.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's the episode title. Love language has won the episode title. That's it.
Oh, thank you. I'm so honored.
Love language.
Just like how I need to send the message to my church people that I am so honored by their invitation.
So, Ashlyn, having these feelings, having these emotions, what would that provoke from you, or what would you want to do?
I think that I need some time to reflect
Okay.
on this. I'm gonna take off my tiara, kind of look at it,
Oh man,
put it back on my head real quick.
it's shiny. Oh my goodness, it looks like somebody polished this thing up nice. It's kind of like when you go into the jewelry store and they have all the lights shining on it, and it's just like it's just shimmering and shining everywhere. Gorgeous.
And I'm gonna be like, I think you should go shopping, and I'll talk to Harshnag, but I just gotta go to my tower for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
It's a heart, guys.
It is a hard Ashlyn.
Super serious.
I mean, it doesn't get more serious than this.
No, not really.
Unless
Okay.
it's your soul, only then will I have a problem.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Ashlyn begins to make her way.
And then I'm gonna run off.
She runs up the side of her tower. It's because she doesn't
Yep.
need steps. She just runs up, disappears into the window. And that's when Molfin,
Princess
People say I am creepy.
that's when Molfin
Princess Suture.
gets a response back in his mind. And what it says, we will find out on our next episode of Kindred Lists.
Oh.
Ah.